Hi, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is not a Japanese beer. It is a craft beer. I guess we can call it a craft beer. It's from a brewery called Mikkeller, and Mikkeller is a Danish brewery, or actually, I guess we have to say it's a Danish brewer, which has been brewed all over the world. Mikkeller was founded in 2006, and somehow, for me, it seems like they've been around forever, but they started only in 2006, so around 15 years. And Mikkeller started as he was a high school teacher and a home brewer, and in Denmark, and he started home brewing and entering competitions and winning many of them, and exploring how to make clone beers. Which is trying to create a beer that is well known or famous, or a beer that you like, and which is a popular pastime for home brewers to create a clone brew. And apparently he was very good at it, and eventually got financing. But he didn't have a brewery. What he was what's called a gypsy brewer, and that means going out to other people's breweries and working with them, doing collaborations. So for several years he did that, traveling around the world, making collaboration beers, and so many one-offs and experimental beers, really kind of unusual. In fact, so many beers on Rate Beer. There are 1,396 separate beers on Untapped, 3,786 beers, and I kind of wonder if there must be some duplicates in there. I don't know how many beers can one person make in just 15 years, but in any case, he did come to Japan once and brewed with a friend of mine. Kind of funny story, who was working at a rather famous Japanese brewery, and my friend was the brewer there, and he said he basically sketched out a recipe, handed it to him, and went into the office and watched football the rest of the day, and let my friend do the beer. So in any case, I'm not going to tell you which brewery it was, but he did that. But so many beers they made, and traveled around the world, and now he actually has breweries. They do have one in Copenhagen, one you may have heard of called War Pigs, one in San Diego, New York, England, and I think they're starting one in LA as well. 50 Mikkeller locations around the world, including one in Japan, in Tokyo, 2 in Shanghai. So you can see where they've gone from home brewing and high school teacher home brewing to that. So and he became famous for his very unusual beers. Probably the first one that really got him notoriety was called Beer Geek Breakfast, and he made a stout with coffee that had been Vietnamese coffee that was I forget what it's called. What's the name of it? It's eaten by civets and then pooped out by civets and washed, and that process of going through the civet's body, the enzymes do something to the coffee. And in any case, and he's also famous for having an identical twin who they apparently don't get along very well. I'm not sure if that's just PR or not, but his twin is also a brewer and has identified himself. His company is Evil Twin. So in any case, interesting. A lot of their beers, I've had many of their beers, and some of them have been absolutely superb, and some are just why did you even do it? So in any case, 3 of their beers have come to Japan recently, and I'm going to take a look at all 3 of them in turn. So let's watch. Okay, so here's another beer from Mikkeller, and this is called Visions, and it's classified as a pale lager, international premium pale lager, and on Rate Beer. And this is a 4.5% lager, or as they say here, it's a crisp lager. I don't think that's an official category, but Rate Beer, 48 ratings, and the average is 3.02 out of 5. and the percentiles are 33 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and a 90 percentile for its style, pale lager. Untapped, there were 6,173 separate ratings, and the average was just a touch higher, 3.19 out of 5. Of course, lagers are, being appreciated again by craft beer drinkers. Over the, when craft beer began, a lot of it was a reaction against junky lagers, industrial lagers that people, which is basically what people had to drink. Lagers sort of fell by the wayside during the, first few stages of craft beer. They're being rediscovered though, and people are making them again and finding, what a wonderful beer it is, or it can be, certainly. One of my best beer friends, who's had so many types of beer, sometimes says, "Oh, I just like to go to Germany and drink lagers," So this cost me 380 yen at the store, and that's about, say, $3.40 or so. So a little bit pricey, but and so not so many reviews. I think this is fairly new from Mikkeller. Let's give it a go, shall we? It's a 330 milliliter can as opposed to 350, which is the norm here. I've already poured this out, and let's give it a go. It's got a lightly pungent, citrusy sort of nose. Some graininess too. Basically, that's it. Mildly fruity, citrusy, grainy again in the flavor. Pleasant, mildly refreshing. Nothing really stands out. It's not bad. It's not great. A little bit of the kind of rough graininess. A good lager can have nice graininess, but the ingredients have to be good, and this doesn't quite have it. Mild bitterness from mid palate on, typical. You see the color is kind of almost champagne-like, and very mild carbonation rising up. It's kind of hazy too as well. Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, I don't think I'd recommend it, but and I don't think I'll buy it again. But it's not bad at all, and so you should give it a go and let me know what you think. Please try to seek out any beers that you're interested in and give them a go. That's how you learn more and appreciate more of what beer is. Okay, well, that's it for today. Please leave me a comment, and I hope you will subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.